What if every great idea, every revolutionary thought, began with a heartbeat? Not a literal one, but something deeper. A rhythm, a force, a pulse. Today, we explore an idea that doesn't appear in textbooks or lectures, yet it might be the force behind all of philosophy itself. We call it the Axiom Pulse. In philosophy, an axiom is a foundational truth. Something we accept as self-evident, a first principle. It's the kind of truth we don't argue for, because we build arguments on top of it. Mathematicians use axioms. So do logicians, scientists, and yes, philosophers. Take the classic example. Cogito, ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. René Descartes wasn't offering a conclusion. He was discovering an axiom, a pulse he could feel even in the deepest doubt. When everything else could be a deception. The act of thinking itself was undeniable. That is an axiom, the heartbeat of certainty. But here's the deeper question. What gives an axiom its power? What makes it feel alive, urgent, necessary? That's where the pulse comes in. Let's stretch our imagination. Imagine an idea system, like Stoicism, or existentialism, or Buddhism, as a living body. Each belief, value, or practice is a part, limbs, organs, nerves. But what animates the body? Somewhere deep in its core is an axiom, a foundational truth. And flowing from that core is a pulse, a living rhythm that energizes everything. Without that pulse, the body collapses. Beliefs become mechanical. Ideas become lifeless. Let's take Stoicism, for example. Its axiom? Something like, what is up to us is within our power, and what is not, is indifferent. This isn't just a principle. It's a pulse, one that beats through Epictetus, through Marcus Aurelius, through the modern seeker trying to find peace in a chaotic world. That pulse, the conviction that we control our response to fate, gives the whole philosophy life. It's what makes Stoicism walk, breathe, stand tall in the storm. So, the axiom pulse isn't just a cold truth. It's a living force. Now imagine a system without a pulse. Maybe you've seen it. A rigid ideology. A dogma. A doctrine repeated without reflection. These systems may have rules, logic, and structure, but they feel dead. Because there's no axiom pulse, no truth beating from within, giving it soul. Even science, without curiosity, becomes sterile. Even religion, without reverence, becomes ritualistic. When the axiom pulse fades, systems rot from the inside out. They lose the spark that made them meaningful. So, here's the hard question. How do we know when an axiom is alive? A living axiom does more than sit in the background. It challenges you. It reorients your mind. It echoes in your choices, in moments of doubt, struggle, clarity. You don't just agree with it. You feel it. It pulses. Think of Viktor Frankl holding on to the belief. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. That's not a casual idea. It's an axiom pulse, one that sustained him, and many others, through unspeakable horror. Or take the Buddhist axiom. All is impermanent. When that axiom pulses in your awareness, your entire perception of life shifts. You hold things more lightly. You grieve differently. You love more deeply. It shapes your soul. That's the sign of a living axiom. It doesn't just sit at the base of a belief system, it radiates through every part of you. Here's the powerful part. You don't have to passively inherit axioms. You can discover your own. Not by inventing them, but by uncovering what already pulses in the depths of your being. Ask yourself, what is the truth I come back to, when everything else breaks down? What idea gives my actions meaning? What belief shapes how I suffer, how I love, how I live? It might be simple. It might be quiet. But if it pulses, if it fuels your thoughts and choices, it's worth listening to. You're not just a collector of ideas. You are the carrier of an inner rhythm, an axiom pulse, that animates your worldview. So, the next time you read a philosopher, hear a teaching, or feel lost in a sea of opinions, ask yourself, what is the axiom at the heart of this system? Does it pulse with life? And does it awaken something in me? Because the most powerful ideas don't just explain the world. They beat within it. They beat within you. This has been Axiom Pulse, where we don't just talk philosophy. We feel its pulse. Please subscribe for more deep thoughts.